I love you.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Well, hello folks, I'm back out. What a glorious day for it. Woo. Today I am in the Cheviots, or around the Cheviots, and that's my target. I want to get up to the Cheviot. Got a bit of a heavy pack on, so a little bit of fizz for myself. Gonna get up to the Cheviot and then I don't really know where I'm gonna camp. I've looked at Hen Hole, which is a little waterfall system coming down from the Cheviot, but then that doesn't give us great views. As you can see, the weather's fantastic, and tonight it's meant to be really good in terms of clear skies, so I might want to stick myself up on a high peak. There's not too much wind tonight either, I don't think, 10 mile an hour and stuff like that, so yeah, I don't really know where I'm going to finish, but I am going to get up the Cheviot. Right, now's a chance to take a look at how white I am at the minute. On my last video you might have seen I got a bit tangoed, it's a little bit red, colour of the shirt. And I said, you know, I'd learn my lessons, but once again the ginger has left the vehicle and left the house with no sun cream on. You keep pulling, Ollie, mate, makes it easier for me. Oh, look at them little lambs. Glorious. Get yourself down there, let's have a drink. Go on. Just me. Just. Go on, down there. Go on. Good boy. Have a drink. Well, I tried. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Hare's Law up there, and then you go around Auchope Hill, and that one there with the peak on top is West Hill. Bit of shade, I need it already. I'm gonna be burnt to a crisp. Oh shit. 35-year-old, you'd think I'd learn. Christ. Come with me! Dedicated to the memory of the airmen who lost their lives on the Cheviot Hills as a result of the Second World War. Quite a lot. So that was the RAF memorial to the aircraft that were downed on these hills during the Second World War. I'm not sure how many were shot down in action, like by the Germans, or if any of them crashed. I think I've seen that, or I've read up and heard that some of them crashed because of the visibility and, you know, just not having the instruments that we've got today in terms of altitude and what have you. What a way to go, eh? Because I was waffling so much shite about the people who had crashed their aircraft, I've ended up going the wrong way. That's the way I was going to go. And you can kind of see Bizzle Crags up there-ish. And I was going to skirt around those, up onto the back onto Cheviot, and then back down to the Hen Hole. But I can't be arsed to turn around, even though it's not that far, it's just at that building. So I'm just going to power through up to the Hen Hole itself. See if there's anywhere worth camping there. I know there is a few pitches, but the day is young, so that won't be the end of my trek. Right, well, I do have another option to cross the old river, just down there. I could pop down and go through the woods, and then up through the old Bizzle Crags, but I'm not going to, because it's 1,000,000 degrees, and I think the idea of jumping into the Henhole is more appealing. So I'm going to head up this path, keep going through the College Valley, dunk the junk into the Henhole, and then get my kit back on and continue up the hill. That's a plan. I might just wrap it in at the Henhole and stop there and get pissed and cook my food. Who knows? I'm the master of my own destiny. Stunning. That's my first glimpse of the Border Ridge. So that skyline up there through the middle. So I might stop myself on top of that tonight. But where it curls round to the left, just after the forest, that's the Hen Hole. So we'll go and see that first. You cool off, kidder. This way, Ols. We're not going up yet just yet. Isn't it, Ols, mate? Isn't it lovely? Good lad. Go on. So one thing about having a dog, you can't get out with the cattle grids, can we, son? So we've got to use the gates every time. But that's alright. The things I do for you, Ols. What's in here? It's this little honesty box. Please put money in the jar. £1.50 for the old eggs. Look at that, it's lovely. So I mentioned the Mackham Mountaineer earlier, who went up over Wester Tor and a few others. He's been over them all. So anyway, I've watched a few of his videos. Someone else has inspired us to do something a bit different. The below average wild camper. And he's certainly not below average, but he does have, I think it's a level 1 in professional cooking from Gateshead College. And I've learned so much from you. So today I'm out with my Trangia. I'm going to do a bit of a Trangia masterclass myself up by wherever I camp. So it's a Spanish inspired casserole. I'm not going too crazy, but yeah, hopefully I can rustle something up nice later on. Almost looks like something off the Windows screensaver. Do do do. Boom. Time for a little snackaroony. What are we going to pull out? What are you saying to a snack bar? Look at that, hasn't even melted either. Absolute winner. I don't think I've seen so much cotton grass in one place. Loads of it. Yes, son. Right, and gang, that's me at the Hen Hole, or at least the bottom of it. Lush down here. There's a couple of people here, so I've just stopped in some shade for a minute. But I'm going to push up a little bit further and hopefully get myself into one of the plunge pools. That's the plan. Loving out with some. Right, I've got my pasty white tits out and I'm going in. However, come with me. They're fucking rocks! I've got little bitch feet, me. What's Ollie doing? What are you doing, Oz? You fucking lunatic! You alright? Oh. Have a little plunge pool there. Ooh. Go on, son, you can do it. Canano. Right, so I think I've reached a point where it gets sketchy. So that looks like the last kind of waterfall on the route of the Hen Hole, and off to the left hand side of it there's a little path, so I'm going to make my way up there now. Once I'm at the top I might go left up to the Cheviot, or I might just go right onto the border ridge. I'm not too sure. What time is it? It's about 3 o'clock, so there's loads of time left in the day, but yeah, can I be asked to go to the Trangia just to turn around? I don't know. Absolutely loving these waterfalls though. Right, so I'm kind of up at the top of the Hen Hole. It's kind of flattened out up here. It's very boggy and marshy. I think I've seen a few people camp here, but I don't fancy it, to be fair. So I'm gonna attack that behind us. And there's a cairn up top. Auchope. I'm shit with names. I'll maybe show you on a map now. Do a little screenshot. So I'm gonna head up to that, and then I'm pretty much up on the border ridge. And from there, like I say, I'll choose whether I want to go down towards the refuge hut or back up and around towards the Cheviot. So yeah, I'm going to collect some water. This is my last point. I've got plenty in the back. I've got like 3 litres in a camelback, but I've also got my catadine filter, so I'm going to fill that up as well because it's my last opportunity. I've told myself I will drink more water on these hikes because I'm terrible. You know, I'll fill up the camel pack and I'll get back home and it'll still pretty much be full. I'm terrible. I'll have a couple of sips and I'll just drink beer on a night time. So yes, drink more water and bring sun cream on the next one, hopefully. Right, so what's that saying? 147 on the old Tickaroony. Let's see if I can get a new high score going up this hill. Are we aiming for 200s? 127? And I'm going up, I don't get it. Heart rate's going down. I feel like I'm going to die. Crazy. Ooh. Yeah. 189. It's now synced with my heart, which is canny. I think my lungs are joining the team as well. Ooh. The only way is up, baby. Right. Well, I've broke the back of that hill. Probably broke my back at the same time. I think my legs have got some kind of deal with my heart, whereby if the heart rate goes up to about 180, 190. The legs stopped working. That was a steep climb. Stopped for a bit, about 3/4 of the way up. Checked for phone signal and I had 4 bars of 4G on EE. So if anybody's planning on coming this way, you can get some signal around here. Oh, absolutely blowing. But I'm pretty much as high as I'm going to be today, so that's good. And obviously tomorrow on the way down the pack will be a lot lighter. Just me, I'll be a bit heavier. Whew. Time for another snackaroony. It's not the best, but when you've earned it. But what have we got here? Auchope Cairn, I think. Some kind of cairn. At the top of something. Welcome back to another episode of A Ginger Tries to Find Shade. Hey, do you want to see something funny? So, I popped into a little bakery down in Wooler and I thought I'd get myself some bread, but the bread that I had was a bit shite. But I had some nice millionaire shortbread, so I thought, oh, get myself one of them. £2.50. Put it in the top of my bag, haven't I? And that's what's left. Look at the clip of that. But fear not, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to squeeze it in like a little cake topping. It's going in my gob. Bit of deconstructed millionaires. Still a treat. Still a treat, that. Lovely. Ooh. Right, well, that's me. I've had a little 5 minutes in the shade. Had me deconstructed millionaire shortbread. Fantastic. And now, getting the sun. I think I'm going to pitch up my tent. It is 4:10. Maybe that's a bit naughty, but I've got to get in the shade. But I am quite literally on the border. This fence here. On the other side is Bonnie, Scotland. And obviously we know that it's illegal to wild camp in the UK, civil matter, but it's not on that side of the fence. So, being a law-abiding citizen that I am, I think I will hop over. And it just looks nice and flat. That little pitch there, just before the rocks. And I'll catch myself a lovely, lovely sunset over there. Right, how we're in. Shall we give you the tour? The old tentaroonie. See what I brought with us this time. So there's my bag and my shorts just drying off from my dip earlier. As you come inside to the pleasure dome, what have we got? A Brucey, a Beavertown, Northern Monk, and a Brewed Dog. Arcade made, 8%, no less. Bit of hip flask down there with some whiskey in. And that's for cooking, I believe, but I don't think I'll need it all. Some of my ingredients for the masterclass later. Stay tuned, folks. Chopping board, knife, chest rig, the old Trangia, bringing back memories of the Duke of Edinburgh silver, no less. Rab slippers, bag of cloves, bag of electricals. Why is your hat out on a day like today, you ask? Well, it's to keep the sun off, so whenever I'm not talking to you lot, I'll have that on. And my sleeping system. We've got the Exped Versa 4, Mountain Equipment Luna 2, and the Exped Ultra Pillow. And my camera's got 2% left on it, so I'm going to change the battery. Right then, shall we get cooking? Let's see what's inside the old Trangia. More snack bars. Happy days, we'll have them later. Little forkaroonie. Where are you going, Alice? This way. Bit of Auchope chicken stock. Reduced salt. Some oils that hasn't spilt, which is nice. Some salt and pepper, I believe. Should have probably labelled them up. The burner itself. Some thyme. Some paprika, but I did bring this one also, just in case there wasn't enough. What have we got in here? I'm pretty sure that's mixed herbs and cumin seeds. Something to scrub with and something to light with. Nice and easy. Cooking with a view. Right, so I'm going to start doing some of the preparation before I light the fire, because obviously I don't know how long it lasts. I've got plenty of fuel, I know it'll last long enough, but might as well do the food prep whilst we're waiting. So first up, some peppers. Next up, some celery. Right, bit of oil in there. Sizzling already. Woohoo! Right, so I'm going to leave them for about 5 minutes. Just let some of the flavour come out. I forgot my garlic, and I forgot some chilli flakes, and I forgot, what else have I forgot? Some mushrooms. But to be fair, I've got the old chorizo sausages. They're what make it. I've got some bacon bits, again, they're what make it. Got my old tomato in a mess of a container, but I didn't want that going off in my bag. Right, next up, some sausage. Chorizo sausage, nothing special, from Asda. But I reckon 3 will do nicely. Okay, next up, some paprika. Done. Okay, next up, some bacon bits. Don't want them all. Out special, bit of Pinot, cheap stuff from the fridge. So whilst that's doing its thing, I'm going to do my thing. I've got a wee Brucey, a juicy Forsyth. Right, time for some Tommies because it's just burning. So I'll put the wee reducer on just to keep the temperature down a little bit because it was getting a bit silly. Right, final ingredient, some chickpeas. There's a chap just past the cairn there who's doing the Pennine Way. Chunky but determined for Dementia UK, I believe. So I'm going to search it up. I'll put something on the page. But yeah, I think he's planning to do the Pennine Way in 14 days or so. I think he lives at the other end of it, so he's got a bit of determination to get to a pub, a local pub that he's got. But yeah, nice to see somebody up here on the hills. That's him there, walking on by. Best of luck to him. Ladies and gents, there it is. the fire has gone out, so I reckon that's cooked. It mightn't look like much, but with the chorizo sausage, the bacon, the celery, don't know what that does for it, the salt and pepper, it's going to be delicious. I know it is. And I will leave some for Ollie Dog, promise. I tell you what, that was delicious. The Trangia is coming out with me more often. I was a basic bitch before. I was just chucking a bit of steak in a bit of bread, but we've levelled up, haven't we? But anyway, that's what's left. I think that's a fair deal for Ollie, isn't it? You've sat there very patiently, kid, haven't you? Come on in. Oh. Good lad. Watch me fork. And he cleans the dishes. No brainer. Time for another brewski. Northern Monk Vague Hazy IPA, 6%. Get in my face. Well, I'm steadily making my way through my beverages. Next up is a Beavertown Lupaloid. Got my podcast on. Listened to a bit of Joe Rogan talking about AI and how it's going to take over the world. But to be fair, I think I'm safe up here. Oh, that's a good boy. He's a good boy. Watch that beer. Watch that beer, kid. Oh, so I thought I'd come for a wee wander. There's the old tent on top of the hill. Just thought I'd shake the legs out for a little bit. It is getting a bit late. What time are we on? 9:15. The sun is making its way down there behind us. And I've just been taking the drone out for a little whirly poo. Ollie, we've bloody won tonight, haven't we? We've bloody won tonight. How are we? Oh, my beer! My beer! Oh no! Troy, what did you do? What did you do? Let's jump down. Ready? Oh! Medic! I tell you what, if anybody's wondering why we do this, why people go out into the hills by themselves, it's just a solitude. It's being in these places. How are you, man? What are you saying to that? Just me, the dog, and my little tent on the hill. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. But here's another thing then. My daughter made us this little bracelet, Dad, with a funny face on. I don't know if she's laughing at us or she's laughing with us. Hopefully she's laughing with us. And yeah, every time I come camping I wear that bracelet and I think of you, Georgia, but not only you, Ryan, and my wife as well. So my little family, love it, absolutely love it. And Ollie. Come on. Well, that's pretty much the end of a fantastic hike. A fantastic day on the hills, isn't it, Ollie? Yes! Just had a wee walk down to them rocks down there. Had a bit of drone footage, which I've sliced in somewhere in these videos. So tonight I'll sip the rest of my beers. I've got one more and a bit of whiskey and wine. There's a song in there somewhere. I'll see you in the morning where I'm going to rustle up an omelette. Stay tuned. Whew. Good morning, world. Let's have a look outside. Oh. Fire's on. Ready for me bacon bits. Two. Right, let's go. Gets in there. So I was being tight and didn't put enough alcohol in. Not in the omelette, in the bottom. But I've just topped it up there. Just to cook the last bit. And I think we might get an omelette. We might be able to fold this in half. Right yo then. Might not look the best, but it's proper scran. It's not no boil in a bag. So here we go. Bacon bits, pepper, egg. Lovely. Right, all packed up, ready to rock and roll. One bag, one dry patch, bit of flattened grass, and that's all. Oh, Ollie's lead. Time to head back to England. Right folks, that's me down in the College Valley. Not too much happening now on the way back. It's about 3 or 4k along a flat road, so I'll not subject you to that. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you've seen some of me cooking and some of the fantastic views. You know, that's what I came out for. I will put the Garmin link so you can follow the route, or the Garmin and the OS maps. I'll put those links in the description, so if anybody fancies taking the same route that I took, you can do, or you can just laugh at me heart rate as I was climbing up that hill. If you've watched, thanks for watching. Give it a subscribe if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. What did I tell you? Fucking cows. Cows, cows, cows.